Welcome into the WTOL 11 studio. Thank you guys for watching, no matter what platform that be on across our WTOL 11 platforms. Appreciate you guys taking time with us. I am Tyler Seggerman, pleased to be joined by Dana Open Tournament Director Judd Silverman. Just less than a couple months away from another LPGA event coming to Sylvania. We'll start there. Last year was September, first week of September. Now it's been moved back to July. How did that date and been moving back up to a normal date in the summer kind of come to be?
Well, Tyler, I think we've played in the middle of July like 31 times out of 39. So it just works better for us. It's sort of the height of the golf season, easier to recruit volunteers. I think it's just easier for people to attend the event as opposed to Labor Day weekend when a lot is going on. So it's great to be back in July, and we look forward to big crowds out there at Highland Meadows the week of July 10th through the 16th.
Now, you mentioned the history of this tournament. It's almost been 40 years since you guys first started. What continues to fascinate you about this tournament taking place here?
Well, I think the support that the tournament continues to get from the community and really the play of the LPGA players, you know. It's such a global tour, and the players really are from all over the world, so it's the best of the best. And you know, they shoot just amazing scores at Highland Meadows, fun to watch, and it should be another great tournament. And Gabby Lopez will be back to defend her title.
Yeah, I say it was very competitive last year. It was very exciting to watch. Speaking of the field, have we got any confirmation about who we should expect to see again here?
Well, it's a little early right now, but a few of the names that we expect to be here, obviously Gabby Lopez. I think Stacey Lewis will be back. I think Lexi Thompson will be back. But it's a little early, and we'll be announcing more names as they commit to the tournament.
Right. You mentioned Gabby. She obviously won this tournament last year. I did some research. It's been since 1999 the last time we saw someone defend their championship. So it's been almost 20 years, which speaks to the level of competition, like you mentioned, but also the course as well. Just how does that kind of, how would you kind of describe the type of competition that we have here in Sylvania each year, knowing that it's very difficult to repeat?
I mean, it's fierce. They're I think any of these players in the field can find a way to win, you know. And it's just really difficult to win because the competition is so stiff. So that's a good thing. There's just a way to develop more stars of the game. And obviously, Gabby Lopez is an up-and-comer from Mexico. She was an All-American at the University of Arkansas. And a lot of high hopes for her. She's won 3 times in about 7 years. So it just shows you how tough it is. And last year she had to shoot 63 in the final round to win by 1 stroke.
Yeah, well, I was going to say that obviously provides some excitement for fans on the final day on that Sunday.
Definitely.
Awesome. Yeah. So obviously, I mean, it's not just the Dana Open. It's also the events leading up to. We'll get to the evening with Peyton Manning here in a second. But what are some other things that people can look forward to leading up to the tournament?
Well, we also have a great Women's Leadership Summit that will take place at the Glass City Center on June 28th. There are still tickets and tables available. We expect over 600 Northwest Ohio businesswomen and Southeast Michigan businesswomen to attend the event. This is the 7th year that we've done it. And this year's keynote speaker is Cynthia Marshall. She's the CEO of the Dallas Mavericks. And really excited to have Cynthia, an amazing woman. She spent 40 years with AT&T and now CEO of the Dallas Mavericks. So she'll be a great keynote. So that's one event. But really the rest of the events other than the Peyton Manning event will be during the tournament. We've got 4 Pro-Am events during the week of the tournament. We still have some foursomes available. If anybody would like to put a group together to play, just contact us at the Dana Open Tournament office.
Yeah, I know one of my favorite events last year was getting to see some of the golfers go and bowl a little bit to put on their bowling skills to see how they compare with the golfing, but that was exciting as well. Now, I talked about it. I know you're very excited about it, but there's going to be actually a week from Wednesday, I think, right? Is the evening with Peyton Manning here in downtown Toledo. Super exciting to have just a superstar legend quarterback, just a celebrity really to come here to Toledo and talk, have a good evening with people. How did you get Peyton Manning to come to Toledo? I want to know that.
Real easy, money. But basically, we started this event last year, an evening with, and we brought in David Faherty and Gary Koch. It was very well received. We sold out the Valentine Theater, and we thought, hey, let's try and do it again. And we came up with some ideas, and Peyton Manning was at the top of the list, with everything he does on television these days, hosting Saturday Night Live and the Country Music Awards and the ESPYs. Just the perfect guy, and what a career, 18 years. Only player in NFL history to be named Player of the Year 5 times.
Yeah.
And 2-time Super Bowl champion, member of the NFL Hall of Fame. So we are super excited to have Peyton Manning coming in. Also joining Peyton will be comedian Henry Cho, who in his own right, he was just inducted into the Grand Ole Opry Hall of Fame. Only 3 comedians have been inducted to that. So it should be a great night, May 31st at the Stranahan Theater. We still have plenty of tickets available. You can go right to danaopen.com, buy your tickets right online, and we'll have the tickets waiting for you at the door of the Stranahan on May 31st. Festivities get underway about 5:30, 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Doors will open, and then the show a little later.
Yeah, I know you mentioned the accolades for Peyton. I know since the retirement he's been golfing a little bit. I know he's been, with the match and everything. Does he plan on shooting any rounds here in Toledo? Or?
No, he won't be playing any golf this time, but
okay.
we'll try and invite him back to play in a Pro-Am.
Yeah.
You never know when we could get him back.
Yeah.
But again, we're really happy to have Peyton Manning coming to Toledo. I don't know how often he's going to make it to Toledo,
right.
So come on out, support a good cause. All the net proceeds will go to the 16 children's charities that'll benefit from this year's Dana Open.
Yeah, is there one question that you would like to ask Peyton while he's here?
Oh boy, can the Buckeyes win the national championship this year?
There you go.
Oh, there's plenty of questions, and he'll be answering a lot of questions that night.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It should be a fun, exciting evening with Peyton Manning. Now, I did want to ask, because I know last month Dana Incorporated announced that they were renewing the title sponsor for this tournament. I know it was a big, obviously, news for you guys to continue having that support for this tournament. Your reaction to that, but also kind of looking forward of kind of what the future holds for this tournament as well.
Yeah, no, Dana Incorporated has been a tremendous sponsor of this tournament for every year we've been around. In the last 2 years, our title sponsors. So, we're going to work on this tournament right now. We got a lot of work to do to make sure it runs efficiently and is a great experience for all the fans that'll come out and watch the greatest women golfers in the world, and then we'll set our sights on 2024.
Right, you mentioned obviously getting ready. Obviously, a lot has to do with volunteers. You guys rely a lot on volunteers and people coming out taking their time to help make it what the event is. How can people get involved? How can they volunteer? Absolutely,
thanks for the question. Again, they can go to danaopen.com or call our tournament office, 419-531-3277. And we are still looking for volunteers. We'd love to have you, even some youth volunteers to be standard bearers, a great way for young kids to get inside the ropes with these great players to watch them. So, I hope people will contact us, and we are still looking for some volunteers.
Absolutely. And we'll wrap this conversation up by asking anything new or anything that you're most excited about showcasing at this year's event specifically that spectators or players can look for?
Sure. One thing, thanks to Columbia Gas of Ohio, we're going to have a kids zone area, a STEM zone.
Okay.
So each day we're going to have a couple different exhibits and hands-on activities for the kids to do when they come out to the tournament. And kids 17 and under get in free to the tournament. And then on Sunday for the final round, thanks to Directions Credit Union, it's Family Day, so all families will park for free and get in for free, and we'll even give you tickets for buy one, get one free on hot dogs for the final round on July 16th.
Okay. Hey, a lot to look forward to. Free hot dogs, free parking, some kids' activities as well. Appreciate the time, Judd.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Tyler.
Look forward
Thank
to
you.
the evening with Peyton Manning. Again, that's May 31st, as well as the tournament, which begins, tees off on the week of July 10th. Again, if you want tickets or want to volunteer for this year's event, again, danaopen.com is the place to do it. We appreciate you guys taking time with us, and we'll see you then.